I'm turning it on, you're turning it off. I did it on. I can't take pictures of that with the light on.
Girls, it's your turn. Wait, I am. I am
4 years.
old now. I am 4 years old now. I am 4 years old now.
Blow out the candles. Blow out the candles. Come on. Blow out the candles, Kira. Okay, we're going to skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. We won't stop now till you skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. We won't stop now till you skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. We won't stop now till you skip around the room. Cut the cake! Cut the cake! Yay!
You want cake? Yeah. Sit back. Cut the cake.
Okay, Mommy's gonna cut the cake. You guys will give me a piece.
You guys have a very small.
Wait, take a picture.
Okay, go ahead.
Yay!
Say something.
Take a picture.
Ari, speech.
I'll speak when we get into the other room.
We can't wait.
Here, all this is one cake over the room. You guys want to flower?
Tell me it's actually buy one
Okay, yeah. All right.
Abby, hi. Hi.
You can take stills on that?
No.
Welcome. To video this. And also Lauren's going to speak out. We're thrilled that we're able to welcome everybody to our home to celebrate. We're gonna have cake in a second. To celebrate Purim and the girls' birthday together with us. To celebrate Aliza and Yakira's birthday with us. We want to welcome the California contingent. We're thrilled that you guys were able to make the trip. And of course to the New York, New Jersey contingent, and to the Florida contingent,
And Long
Island contingent. We're happy that we're able to sort of celebrate together.
And thank you for everybody who pitched in and helped. We really appreciate it.
I'm going to leave the thank yous to Shoshana, and I'll deal with the substance. Anything else?
Yeah. Wait,
So
take
just a quick idea on the Megillah before we break for dessert. There are two possible ways, I think, of interpreting the kind of the accumulation of coincidences in the Megillah, right? From the very beginning, there's kind of a convenient set of coincidences. Vashti is done away with in time for Esther to rise up. Bigtan and Teresh are plotting to kill the king, only for Mordechai to overhear, right? Both of those sets of coincidences end up coming together so that Esther is in a position to help Mordechai and the Jews. Of course, Mordechai, having foiled the plot against Achashverosh, now, of course, Achashverosh recalls that incident, leading to to the spiraling of events that culminate in the saving of the Jews. So I think the traditional interpretation is to say all of the coincidences that come together in the Megillah are all really God's providential hand in the events, right? God is, of course, nowhere mentioned in the Megillah, but it's a common interpretation and a justifiable interpretation to say really God is the one who's driving the events. That's how we can explain all the coincidences. I think a slightly different interpretation would be actually that the message of the Megillah, and it's worth thinking about what exactly this means to us today, but the message of the Megillah is a complex one about Jewish identity in the diaspora, and that is that God is not present in the events, and there's a serious ambivalence in the Megillah about what exactly is the role of Jews in the diaspora. On the one hand, we have Esther, who feels very comfortable in the palace, The rabbis say that Esther was Shomer Shabbos and was Shomer Kashrus, but there's no reference to any of that in the Megillah, as if essentially she was comfortable there. She was able to live the life of a Jew and reconcile that with living in the royal palace. On the other hand, of course, Mordechai tells her not to reveal her identity.
She's listening.
So there's a tension, even in Esther's role in the palace, between feeling comfortable and also feeling out of place. That ambivalence about how comfortable should Jews feel in diaspora, of course, that's what the poor, that's what the lottery is really about. It's the fact that ultimately the Jewish fate in the diaspora is really kind of turns on a dime, right? It's all a question of how the lot comes out. And I think that it's the question of Jews feeling comfortable in diaspora, right? Where because of Esther's political activism, because she has that role in the palace, she's able to overturn the events. On the other hand, it's the fact that they're only put into that position in the first place because of something as arbitrary as a lottery that I think points to a different message of the Megillah. Not so much God's role in the events, but how we should imagine our own identity, how we should sort of forge our own destiny living in the diaspora. So something to think about, how exactly we can connect that with our own lives. Just a little idea on the Megillah. Again, thank you so much for everybody who was able to come and share in this simcha with us.
Thank you.
Yay, Shkoyach.
The best time for a speech is while everyone's standing around looking at the cake. And everyone's like,